In 1994, Manchester band Oasis burst on the scene with their debut album, Definitely Maybe. One of the main singles on it was Supersonic, as you can hear in the background. Fronted by Manchester brothers Liam and Noel Gallagher, the band went on to become one of the biggest bands of all time. Stadium anthems like Rock and Roll Star became hugely popular with young audiences and led a new movement of the regeneration of British rock and roll. Only 2 years later, after becoming a debut artist, the band announced that they were going to be playing at Nebworth. They played in front of 125,000 fans over 2 nights, which meant that over the two, they played in front of 250,000 people in the space of just 2 days. These 2 gigs were the biggest gigs of the era. This was the time of Britpop, a time when the celebration of Britain was a genuine tourist attraction, especially with Liam and Noel's swagger attitude, and the fact that they are constantly involved in some sort of controversy, whether it be fighting on a ship or beating up photographers. The band were always some kind of trouble, and this is what the fans loved. They loved the fact that they weren't just about the music, but they actually had a personality about them as well. For the gig at Nebworth, over 2% of the British population applied for tickets, which is staggering, when only 1 in 20 people got tickets. No rock and roll band has since played to more people over the space of 2 days, and this just shows how Oasis was so big during the 90s and early thousands.
When and why did you start listening to Oasis?
Well, I started listening to them in 2010 when my dad introduced me to them, and since then, hooked, blasting out Live Forever in my bedroom. That's how it is.
What impact did Nebworth have on the band?
Oh, massive impact. Like, in my opinion, from then, they were never the same band. Like, that was the beginning of the end, because even though they went on for another 12 years and made loads of new albums, the sales didn't get anywhere near as high as before then. So.
How are you influenced by the band?
Massively, you know. Wearing my Adidas trainers.
As you can see, that coat's very Oasis.
For Pretty Green, this is the new collection. Yeah, I love Pretty Green, Liam Gallagher's clothing brand.
How do you think they influenced the music industry?
Again, massively, because bands like Sabian and Catfish and the Bottommen never would have got as big as they are today without the inspiration from Oasis, because they would have listened to that when they were younger and then wanted to make similar music to that band did.
Would you push this music onto your own children?
Oh yeah, definitely. My kid's going to be walking around in Parkers, aged 2 years old, saying mad for it left, right and centre.
Love it then.
Love it, thank you.
Love it. Peace out.
Mad
Thanks
for
for the
it,
interview.
as you